Today's video is going to be about how to set up your trading environment, and as you can see, these are the apps that are needed. We have the Xness for that's where we'll deposit, and then the MT5 for our trade execution, the trading view for our analysis. So after downloading these three apps, this is what is needed next. So we'll go to our Xness, we'll add an account, click on this place to add an account, we'll add a standard account. Then this place you can choose any currency you want. In this case I'll be leaving it at $100. This place, the platform, we'll leave it at MT5. And our leverage, you can adjust the leverage to whatever leverage you want. You can adjust it from 1:2, 1:20, 1:50, 1:100, up to 1 is to unlimited. So if you don't know anything about leverages, you can check on the YouTube channel for a video breakdown of how to use leverages very well. In this case, I'll be leaving my leverage at 1:2000. It gives me a lot of buying power. So you choose the leverage you want, and then you can choose your currencies. Then you can add a nickname, you can add your name or any other name. Then after that, if you are not opening a real account at the moment, maybe you just want to test the platform, this is what you go for. Go for a demo account. So let's click on the demo account. Click on the demo account, and then we'll click continue. After that, you now have a new demo account. Click on manage. This was just a two-step account. I was trying with a strategy I found. So you can click on add, then you enter Now this is your account, very neat. And then this is your chart, and then you can now click on here, customize the pairs you'll be trading. In this case, we will only be adding this pairs. So, but before we do that, let's click on this. Take out some of this pairs. So, click on it. Take everything out, and now add. In this case, I'll be adding gold first. XAUUSD. Add Euro USD. Add GBP USD. JPY. So add. Let's just click here. Click on indices, and the indices, these are the indices pairs we'll add. We'll add this, and this. Add. And then you can bring this one down, and drag this one lower. As you can see, these are the pairs we will be trading. Now let's look at our market orders. Now if you go into the chart, you will see these two buttons. Now this one is for our limit orders. If you don't know anything about limit orders, you can check on the YouTube channel. You see a video explaining what limit orders are. So this is for the limit orders, and this is for the market orders. It's for the market orders. I don't know what the orders are. You can check on the YouTube channel for the video. Now let's click on the market order. Okay. At the moment, the market is closed. Today is Saturday, so the market is closed. Okay, the market is closed. So let's look at our trading view, where we'll be doing our analysis. Trading view. Trading. So this is our trading view. This were some analysis I did. I took a trade. I think I took the trade around this level. Took the trade at 8. I took the trade at 8. Yeah, at 8. But still, I trade Asia session. I didn't trade any other session. Okay, I took it at 8 p.m. New York time. 8 p.m. New York time. So this is where your time is at. This is your price scale, and this are your candlesticks or your chart where you'll be doing your analysis. And this will be your tools. This will be your tools. And if you want to add any other tool, this is where you will use to add your tools. And this is where you can do your chart, your pair selection, and this is your time section. And this is where you can go and then look at the pairs you have watch listed. And this is the settings. I think that's the only things you'll be needing. So this is just the interface. So we can review my last week. Okay, let's say just this week. For this weekend, these are the trades I took. Took the trades. I always take a trade around Asia session. So before the market starts moving, I always know what is going to happen. So I always take the trade before the market even starts moving the way it wants, because I've always positioned myself to know what is happening. So this day I didn't take a trade, but the trade really respected my analysis. See, around 8 again, my analysis was respected. I didn't take the trade, and after that you see how the trade have worked out. Moved from this side to this side, and that would have been roughly, let's measure the pips from this level to this level, from this level to this level. So this would have been my sell. So if you look, you realize that this was our ratio, that is 1:9.5. A lot of traders struggle to get 1:2, but 1:2 is very easy for me to get. So this is the pip value. The pip value is 750 pips, and then that would have been 2% decreasement in price. So that would have been a very massive trade, but I didn't take that trade. So you can even measure the pips. You can even measure the pips with this tool. You can measure it with this tool by dragging it down. This is the time it took to hit TP. That is 17 hours 50 minutes. This was the volume. That was the volume, and then it was 214 bars. But again, this was the number of change in pips. And then we can look at my other trades during the week. Look at my other trades during the week. Let's look at the other trades. So this was on Monday. What day is that? Yeah, I think that was on Monday. That was on Tuesday. Now let's move to Monday. It was on Monday, and on Monday I didn't take the trade. Okay, I took a trade. At 8. Took a trade at 8 as usual. Now this was the analysis I did. This was the 8 liquidity. That was the analysis I did. I took a trade around this level, even though the trade was supposed to be around this 8 o'clock candle. But I took the trade above because I came in late, but I wanted to take a trade. And when I entered this trade, I realized that the market started consolidating. It wasn't moving the way I expected it to move. So I took profit at 1:3. So at 1:3 is always that's my minimum my minimum risk to reward, 1:3. So very soon I'll be explaining risk to reward in this channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you missed a lot. So let's now move to this trade. Now this trade was taken at around 2:45 5 a.m. New York time. So if you look very well, you see that this was an order block. That was an order block. I was even expecting price to drop lower here, but the 50% DRT level was at this zone. So that is why I took a trade. I placed this at this level. I wanted price to come so that if I'll look at it to see whether it will break or it will hold. So this was my main idea of entering the trade, even though I executed the trade here. I executed the trade here, so I waited for it to see the reaction. Waited for it to see the reaction at this level. So when the candles got there, they break through very easily. So I kept holding the trade, and then the trade ended up going in my direction for the whole of the day. So if you're able to cut a trade in Asia session, probably you are going to hold it at the best possible price for the whole day. Now, this was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I took another trade at around 8. I always trade around 8. That's 2 a.m. Ghana time. At this level, at around my 8 o'clock candle. 8 o'clock candle. I don't joke with my 8 o'clock candle. Now, I took a buy trade. Then I held the trade. I always take partials at 1:3. My partial is always at 1:3 risk to reward. That is, if I'm risking $10, I'm making $30. So anytime a trade moves in my direction for 1:3, I take partial at $30. Then I hold the rest. And then after doing that, I'll bring my stop loss from here up to this level, up to my entry. Then I'll hold the trade. Even if the trade reverses, I still make $30. Let's move on. I'll be teaching you guys how to use all those techniques very soon. Now, this was the trade. I held the trade. Then I eventually closed it at what time? I closed the trade at 1:4. Then on Wednesday, I didn't trade because the market was not looking good. It was not looking good because my 8 o'clock candle. My 8 o'clock candle gave a strong rejection to the upside, even signaling that the trend will go down, but I didn't trust the trade, so I didn't enter a trade. So if I had entered a trade here, put my SL at here, this level, and then hold the trade, I would have been in a good sell trade, but I didn't enter the trade. Always trust your analysis. And this was on Friday. On Friday, took this trade. On Friday, I took this trade at my 8 o'clock as usual. This was a very strong signal for me. Took the trade at this level. Then held the trade for. Actually, this was 1:13 risk reward trade. I entered the trade at this level. The level here. Then a lot of gurus or mentors saw on social media entered the trade at this level. So before they entered the trade, I was already in profit. I already knew what would happen before the market even started moving. So if you learn the skills before entering the market, that is what happens. Now this 1:13 risk reward 13.4. That means that any $10 you are risking, you are making 131.4 dollars. So if you are making 100, you are making 1,100 and $1,314 in that order. So if you want to know how to calculate profit, there's a video on this YouTube channel. You can try your best and watch it and then stay on track. So this is just all what I wanted to show you guys. Very soon you all know how to catch trades like this, but one thing I want you guys to do is that please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because after all these lessons the WhatsApp channel will be closed and a new group or a new Telegram channel will be created where I'll be sending signals, but it will be mainly for only those who have subscribed to the YouTube channel. So do your best to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you'll be part of the family. Thank you very much for your time.